So the easiest way to start the Santa Cruz house once you get a handout is to open up one of your previous houses. I'm just going to open up Ruby Left. This ensures that you have all of the layers. You don't have to go through the whole process of just recreating everything again. So I'm going to go to the big A and do a save as, and I'm going to call the house Santa Cruz. Now please make sure that you are saving to your network folder. That is super important that you do that. Alright, and then once I do that, I'm going to make sure that all of my layers are turned on. I'm just going to go real quick to my layer selection tool, make sure that they're all on, and if they are, I'm going to hit Control A and I'm going to hit delete, and now I have a clean file. And then I'm going to save one more time. You can hit Control S or go to the big A and save again, but this way we have a blank file. And then I'm going to do this rather quick because this is our third or fourth house now, so we should be pretty close to getting this. So I'm going to go to my layout layer, and then I'm just going to use my layout layer to lay out the perimeter of the house. For now, I'm going to ignore the porch. I'll come back and do the porch later. I think that's just a distraction that is not necessary at this point. Alright, so this gives me my outside perimeter, and then I can go in and set up all the walls and stuff. Now, this floor plan was done by someone else. So the floor, so it's laid out a little differently, but that's one of the important parts of this lesson, is learning how to read the floor plans of other people. You will not always be reading the floor plans of just me or an architect that you work for. You have to know how to read the floor plans of other people and kind of get used to looking for things. So you'll notice on this one, the windows and doors are all go to the center, but on the walls, they're going to the edges. They're not going to the center like we have previously done. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay out some walls first. I'm going to ignore the inside, the bottom track, and I'm just going to do the inside track. So like right here, this is going to be 10 foot 5, and then I'm going to have a wall right there. And then I know if I come over 5 feet, I'll have another wall right here, and then 15.9 should get me to here. Now I probably should double check this just to be on the safe side. I know I try to talk about that a lot, so best to practice what I preach. If you do create dimensions when you're doing your layout, strongly recommend you put those in a layout dimension layer, just so you have a safer place to keep those, and you can turn them on and off as needed, because they're not going to necessarily correspond to the final dimensions that you need. But it is always a good thing to check your layout dimensions as you go. So here I have a wall, the wall edge of the wall here. I have the edge of the wall. This one's going to actually go all the way to the bottom, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I can come over here. I'm going to come off of this corner and come down 4 foot 10, and that wall goes all the way to there. I don't have to, but if you would like to, you could trim that part of the line off. I'll just do it just to make it less distracting. Okay, now this wall right here is 3 feet, but I'm going to hold off on putting it in place because just for now, I just want to hold off on putting it in place. So I know from here to here is 3 foot 5. And I'm just going to drag this line down because I want to let myself remember that that doesn't go all the way to the top. Alright, and basically that's it for walls. So I'm going to go ahead and get my walls. So I don't have to switch to the wall layer. It'll take care of it. So I'm going to go to the Design tab, and I'm going to find Walls. If you wanted to match the type of wall that is in the picture, you could come over here to your Styles property under Walls and just pick like Brick X or Brick 4, or one of those, and that'll give you a wall type similar. Make sure your walls are 4.5 inches thick, and then as you go, remember the wall needs to be inside the thing, so I'm going to go here and switch this to left, and then I'm going to trace the outside. There we go. I did that backwards. So once you draw the walls, then you can select them. Go back to Styles browser, pick the one you want, right click, and add style to selection. There we go. Now it's important that you look. So like on this wall right here, this is actually the left edge of the wall. So I want to make sure when I'm creating my wall, I want to make sure that I am on the correct side. So I'm going to have to switch this to right, and so that I'm on the right side of the wall. Otherwise, it won't look right. Okay? Same thing here on this wall right here. I need to be on this side of the wall over here, so I'm going to have to switch it again. And then bring that wall up. And then this one is the wall needs to be on this side. So let's see if I have to switch again. There we go. And then on this one, the wall has to be on this side. All right. And then just so they all match, I'm going to select all my walls, go to my style browsers, right click, apply to selection. There we go. Now, the distance from this wall to this wall is 3 feet. So I'm going to go 3 feet. And that is the edge of the wall right there. So I'm going to come in here and put a wall. And for now, I'm just going to kind of come out to here, so I can delete those. Actually, I'm going to leave those for now. They're not doing any harm. And then I'm going to bring this wall down so it matches to that, right? And then I need to come out 2'4" over here. So I'm going to come out right here. I'm going to come out with a line, 2'4", and then come across. And then that's where that wall should stop. Okay, so notice that as I'm going, I'm not worried about wall openings or any kind of doors. I'm just applying my walls. All right, so there's the bathroom. There's a little laundry room / hallway. Here's my closet, my bedroom, and then the main space. All right, so I'm just going to save. And that's basically how you start laying out the walls for Santa Cruz.